Great way to start my Saturday morning. I'm very excited. I have the players on the monitors behind me hyping each other up, and I'm sure fans are excited for day 3 of the draft. I have seen in the last few minutes several officers gather in their full dress uniforms right outside of the funeral home doors, some of them shaking hands. Many people here in Cleveland, the city became a winter wonderland unless they had to travel in it. Many people downtown decided to stay indoors instead of facing the challenge of driving in the snow. The university has the ability to vaccinate 1,300 students each clinic, and the students are receiving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, so they're protected with just 1 dose. All students have received a link in their email to register. Hi, Mary Lee. No, there's no reason for cancer patients to be concerned about getting the vaccine. I talked to Dr. Nathan Pinnell with the Cleveland Clinic about how safe the shot is for patients. Here's what he had to say. Sarah Zelikowski is on a mission.
Butterfly out, up if you can.
Zelikowski is the founder of Project White Butterfly, an organization to encourage and help people battling addiction. She started the organization in 2019.
I lost a lot of friends to overdoses, and a few of my friends and I it was very heavy on our hearts that we needed to do something.
That something is the cards Zelikowski and her team hang in neighborhoods with a high rate of overdoses.
So right now we are hanging up Project White Butterfly cards around Warner Road in Cleveland. This is an area where April 23rd, the street we're going to, 2 people overdosed and died in the same night. So we wanted to come out here and hang up some cards so people have resources.
The cards each have a message.
You are not alone, we can help.
Zelikowski's story started years ago on the very same street she's hanging cards.
Buy up the street, come park around here, get high over here, sit for a few minutes, and then go about my day.
Being back on this street brings back memories.
I remember there was a day that I was so dope sick, and I was just waiting. I met my dealer over here, and he handed me my drugs, and they weren't in a bag, and I dropped a piece, and I was like on the ground trying to decipher between stones on the ground and the drugs, and I found them.
Her family often worried for her life, even when she didn't.
My mom used to ask me when I was getting high, she's like, aren't you afraid you're gonna die? They were talking about what they would do if I died, making funeral plans, what they would have to do. And the thought didn't cross my mind. I wasn't worried about it.
It took tough love from her mom to finally get clean.
My mom knew that things were really bad. So she one morning, I was going crazy. I couldn't get any drugs, and she followed me into the bathroom, saw all the things I was trying to do, called the police, and had me arrested. And that's where my journey started.
Zelikowski has been sober for 5 years now. Her past now seems like a distant memory.
But, thinking about stuff like that and then where I'm at today, it's just, it seems like a completely different, I don't know. It's like, how can it be possible that the same person can live those 2 lives?
But those memories are why she does what she does now.
We know it's hard to take that first step and to reach out for help. So if we hang these cards up, it's kind of like a neutral way of opening the door for people, and then they can reach out to us when they're ready.
She hopes through her work with Project White Butterfly, she can show people currently battling addiction that they can overcome it and live full lives.
I just want people to know that, I've been sober for only 5 years, and life has changed. And now I get to come back here and do things like this and reach out to people, because I don't feel like I went through the experiences that I went through, or, drove down these streets for nothing. I can turn it around and help somebody else now.
Rodneya Ross, Spectrum News. For Elizabeth Aubin Manuel, sewing is her life.
I just love it. It's like anytime that I'm about to make something, I get so excited.
And she really enjoys making dresses, especially for prom.
Last year was one of my best years. I think I had like maybe between 32 orders.
So when the pandemic put the brakes to prom last year, Aubin Manuel felt the burn in her pockets. While some of the girls still got their dresses, others weren't able to.
But the rest of the gowns are hanging in the closet here. So it's like financially, because I take a deposit to buy the fabric or whatever, and I have to put my time in and everything. And because of COVID, you don't know what their parents are going through. Some of them lost their jobs and stuff, so I couldn't just force them to. pay me everything.
The fear of the unknown with the virus and business was tough for her.
I was scared, like, financially, how am I going to manage?
But she didn't stay down long.
Seeing people wearing masks, I did one African print mask and wore it and put it on Facebook. And like within a week, I got so many orders that helped me.
Now that prom season will happen this year, Abin Manuel is busy taking orders for custom dresses.
So far, I have 5 girls. Yes. So I'm still posting on my Facebook page that I'm making prom dresses for 2021.
She says her favorite part of creating dresses,
Everything. Everything is like making people feel pretty and happy. And helping people with their self-confidence.
and when she's finished making a dress and sees her client's reaction.
I feel like I'm on top of the world.
Rodneya, Spectrum News. It's in a bottle that looks similar to this one, except the contents inside are unknown. But the people selling it to the community in Lorraine claims that it cures COVID. Now social services in the community are working to alert people in the area.
This is what I know what to do, help the community, so I enjoy it. I really like it.
Victor Leandri has been helping the Latino community in Lorraine for 16 years, working with El Centro. That's why he sprang into action when he learned someone is targeting that community with what they claim is a COVID home remedy.
They were describing the container as soon as they open, very toxic, and the smell like a Clorox smell. And we right away say like, no, stop using this.
Leandri says the supposed cure is being sold for $100, but the bottle has no label and no one knows what's in it.
And they're being told they can put 8 drops in a glass of water and take a glass of water with 8 drops every single hour until they run out of the.
Dr. Robin Strosaker with University Hospital says this cure isn't just bogus, it can be very dangerous.
You know, and so we have treatments now that if you need to be hospitalized with COVID, we know that there are medications we can give you that will shorten your duration of hospitalization and lessen your symptoms. So if the goal is to avoid needing to seek care, you may be doing just the opposite of that by using this home remedy.
Leandri says El Centro will be meeting with the health department to see if they can determine what's actually in the jars. But he's also asking anyone in the community who comes across it to not take it and reach out to El Centro for help with COVID resources.
Please, if you have one of these containers, immediately stop and taking it, and please don't give it to nobody. There's no a cure for COVID-19. The only thing that is a protection, something that it will protect us for getting COVID-19, and those are 3 vaccines that are approved and they are safe and they're free for the entire community.
Rodneya, Spectrum News.